From the courts, police have charged 21-year-old Ryan Wood Jr. with the December 19th murder of Rafiq Turnquest. Turnquest was standing on John Chipman Street when he was gunned down. In court, Wood was charged with intentionally and unlawfully causing Turnquest's death. He was not required to enter a plea to the indictable offense. Bail was denied and he was remanded to prison. He returns to court on February 18th for service of voluntary bill of indictment papers, sending that matter straight to the Supreme Court. Also, a 39-year-old man is behind bars tonight awaiting trial after formally charged with having sex with a minor. Prosecutors allege that the DeVoe Street resident, Cecil Bain, had unlawful sex with a 12-year-old from 2012 up to December of this year. Bain was not required to enter a plea to the charge. Bail was denied and he was remanded to prison. He returns to court on February 18th, where he will be served with voluntary bill of indictment papers as well, which means that case will be fast-tracked to the Supreme Court for trial. Also, 29-year-old Lovato Newton is in police custody tonight after police were looking for him in connection with Tuesday's stabbing death of Newton's relative, 30-year-old D'Angelo Major. Reports are that Major and Newton were involved in a heated argument, reportedly over food, when Newton allegedly stabbed Major and then ran away. Police are also searching for two suspects responsible for two separate armed robberies that happened on Tuesday as well. Shortly after 10 o'clock, a man had just pulled up to his home in his red Toyota Tercel car at Victor Road in Twynham Estates when two men armed with handguns approached and robbed him of his vehicle before they sped off. Police later recovered the vehicle abandoned on Abraham Street. Later that night, shortly after 11, two men were playing a game of dominoes in front of a home located on Sunglow Road when two men armed with handguns again approached and robbed them of cash and a cell phone before fleeing on a motorbike. Police are looking for a burglary suspect who broke inside the home of a woman on Frangipani Avenue. That suspect, armed with a knife, stabbed the woman before he ran away. Investigations are ongoing. Road traffic controller Ross Smith says he is concerned about the high level of complaints from the motoring public when it comes to bus drivers driving reckless with passengers on the street. Smith says the department is faced with a lack of resources and manpower. However, he says in 2016 they plan to beef up patrols throughout the capital.
We're trying to get on the hot spots like Carmichael Road and sometimes in particular the 15A route that is going down Prince Charles and the rest of them. Those are very dangerous routes. So we try to stay on those routes as much as possible with the few persons we have. But we are hoping that in the new year, we are able to address this in a more aggressive way, and that we have a number of additional officers coming on so that we can provide the public with a safer drive from where they are picked up and when they are let out.
The road traffic controller says if you see a driver performing in an aggressive manner on our streets, you should report it immediately so that the driver or drivers can be dealt with.
The things we ask the public to is to report incidences on what they see that are infractions on the road and let us know. We are willing to work with the public to ensure that we rid the streets of aggressive drivers, of drivers who have no respect for the general public. We will ensure that they get off the road as quickly as we can. Okay? But we need the public to help us. They can always call our hotline, or they can call any other line at the road traffic department if they feel that they can't get through. Or they can go online and contact us, and they can write to the controller as well.